Welcome to the Chrchmsfts podcast.
Oh, we're starting?
Yeah, that's how we start. That was a rough start. Now, hang on.
Well,
hang on. I got this. I haven't done this in a minute.
I got to sit good, bro.
You got your right. You got your good. There you go.
It's been 3 weeks, huh?
It's been a minute, brother.
Check. Is it good? I ain't gonna lie, I can't see y'all because this thing's in my way.
Bring it down.
But then, or I could do this like this, right?
Yeah.
We good? Is it good?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna do the same.
Okay. You're gonna do the same? There you go.
Beautiful face.
Wow.
Just like that.
It's never said that to me.
Hey.
Because I see you every day.
Hi. Jesus. Stop it. What's up, y'all? This is Jova and Albert. This is a Chrchmsfts podcast. I just realized I was covering my face with this. This is a Chrchmsfts podcast. It's been a minute that we've been here. I just a couple things we want to update you on.
Shout out to Hurricane Burrow.
Shout out to Hurricane Burrow.
Burrow.
Look, man, it took us out for a few minutes. We were out of commission for about a week. Well, you weren't. You had light. You had light. I didn't.
I had
which
light.
is great.
I had AC.
But we did do a lot of things. I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you. We did a lot of things in the kind of weeks that we were out. We went to Disney. I don't know if you want to talk about that. We did go to Disney.
Hey, thanks for the invite on that, by the way.
We invited you for the next year. We're going next year. Okay, cool. I felt so hard. I was like, oh my God, no.
Wait, we haven't recorded ever since? No, we recorded with Joey.
Yeah, but other than that, no, that was after.
Yeah, that's why.
That was before Seattle Fest.
That was after Seattle Fest.
After Seattle Fest, before Disney. Yes.
No, because we were talking about how he thought it was like one of the best years. It was after Seattle Fest and after Disney. It was 2 weeks ago. We'll
let you know. Either way, we have a really cool guest here with us. You guys have we've had him already on the show once, but it was really more of a panel.
Yeah. When we were at,
that was wild. That was a 3-hour podcast.
And he had to leave really early.
Did have to leave. Not really early, bro. I was there for like an hour and a half.
He left at around 10:40.
You left when it started getting good, honestly.
We left at 12:30.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad I left.
We talked for another 2 hours after that, man. It was crazy. But this is Heezy.
It's your boy Heezy. What it do?
Habibi.
Heezy, Habibi.
Chill.
Did Albert tell you that we found like a brown version of you?
Bro, you sent me the picture. And then not just that, I think the worst part of it is that Noe changed my profile picture from the contact phone to that, bro. To that. So,
hey, like, shout out, no excuse, man. That
bro,
was
as
great.
soon as he showed me that, I was like, man, bro. And whenever Jova asks me for a favor ever again, I'm gonna say no, just because of that.
Bro. Because that one day that I took a picture of him, I'm like, bro, Jova, come out because he's there. He's like, I don't have shoes because I was gonna ask him if I could take a picture with him.
I legit.
No.
We were gonna treat him like a celebrity,
guy?
bro. He's a cool guy. He's really cool.
We don't talk to him, so we don't know.
I talk to him. He lives like right next door. I mean, he works right next door.
I guess.
I talk to him. He's cool. But yeah, every time I see him, I'm like, huh, that's brown Hizzy.
And then
browner Hizzy.
And then Izzy, I don't know. He texted me, put as his contact. I was like, contact picture. I was like,
yeah,
that was random.
That's foul.
That was a long distance picture though. I want to like get like a incognito guerrilla war. Just
please don't.
Yeah, that. The first time we saw him, it was funny.
It was pretty funny.
We had to turn around like, wait, when he started working at gas
bro,
station.
I don't think it's that funny, man.
Nah, it was pretty funny. Trust me, it was funny.
Okay.
Okay. If you say so. No, man, but we have Hizzy here with us at the podcast. I gotta say, man, you're working a lot.
I am, bro. I'm trying to stay busy.
You're working a lot. I don't know if we can tell people where you're working. Or?
Yeah, bro. You can dox me. Go ahead, man.
I'm not gonna dox
What's
you.
I don't think social.
I don't think I got any ops, man.
Hey, man, you'd be surprised, bro. Everybody got ops, bro. Everybody. I hope not.
Huh? Look at Trump.
Stop. That's crazy. I think it was staged.
Yeah, it was fake. It was staged, big time.
I think it was staged, man.
Just for the picture.
Just for the picture,
that
bro.
picture's gonna be in t-shirts
with
in
a
the
US
next 2
flag in
weeks.
the back.
You think at 150 yards somebody can clip his ear like that?
Right.
and be so sure that they're not gonna accidentally kill him.
And then how did
There's
they know
people
how
that
to
are
take
that
a
good.
picture with a U.S. flag in the back?
That kid though, you think that kid, bro?
You never know. Countless of hours on Call of Duty. He probably 350 no scoped.
350 no scope is insane.
360 no scope. My bad. He probably 360 no
That's your
scope, bro.
possible future president.
Pop.
That's crazy, bro. That's
No, but
crazy.
you know what? After that, he's gonna be president.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That shot right there cemented him
yeah.
as president.
Now,
of the
if
United
it,
States.
I'm not saying whether it was or whether it wasn't, but if it was, like, if that something like that can be orchestrated and they pulled it off that perfectly, like, that's like a huge like marketing genius move.
Well, there's
bro.
a lot
It
of
is a
people-
marketing genius thing.
It's a lot of people that they said, "Oh, we told Secret Service that they saw something."
No,
but-
and I don't know how true it is, right? But like
Yeah.
I saw
people
a
are always
post
gonna talk.
supposedly from the guy that like killed the shooter, and he was saying that he had him in his sights, and like they were telling him stand down, like don't take the shot.
That's
and then
crazy.
he said like I didn't see any other choice but to take the shot at a certain point. So when
true.
he took
That's
it,
true,
and
though.
then he said that they like arrested him for disobeying orders.
What?
Like I said, I don't know
Okay,
how
I
true
mean,
it is.
at that point, how can you not say it's not
for
staged?
sure,
though?
right?
Yeah.
But like.
Here's my thing. It's happened before. If you look at like the history of like presidents of the United States that were assassinated, it's the same thing. First off,
Yeah.
all the shooters have 3 names.
Well, don't you have 3 names?
Stop. Yeah, but I'm not shooting presidents.
you don't know that.
I'm just blown. No, that was gonna come out wrong. But the reality is like they all have 3 names. Usually, the person, the shooter, doesn't make it out alive. For I don't know if you remember, but with Abraham Lincoln, it was John Wilkes Booth,
Yeah.
and he was shot before he had a fair trial. He was killed. Then you had Harvey Lee Oswald, which was JFK, and he was killed before he had a trial.
Wait, why do you know about all these shooters?
Yeah, bro. You're starting to scare. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be so honest with you, bro. I am the most like unpolitical, unhistoric like person. Like
So I love history. I can't stand
I
politics.
hate history, bro. That's
I
the
love
one
history, bro.
Like,
Why?
it's-
I love history.
bro, I hate it so much. I think I hate it because like in school, it was the one subject that like you either knew, like it was straight memorization, right? Like you
Yeah,
either knew it
100%.
or you didn't. Like if you didn't know it,
You didn't
there's
know
no
it.
way to figure it out.
Right.
That's
You
math.
know? And I hate it. That's what I'm saying. Like
No,
I love
math you can work out.
No, you could work out math and
you
science,
can work
bro.
out like that.
Yeah, you don't have to know, but it's like if you can logically get there. It might be a million times harder than like having like a formula or something, right? But like you can get to it. Whereas like that, like you either know the date that
you don't know the
something
date.
happened, or you know, like do you know what date John Wilkes Booth shot Abraham Lincoln?
I don't know. I don't know the
Neither.
full date, but I
And
know it was
there's
the
no
fourth
April
theater.
amount of
13.
conversation we can have that will let us figure it out. You know,
Right, but it's the easiest one to learn because you can just easily Google that.
True.
I mean, but you can Google anything nowadays.
yeah.
That's really not. That's not a defense
math.
to it.
I tried.
You can Google math.
I tried. Not
Ask
the
Siri
math.
how 2 + 2 is.
But I'm talking about like equations.
nah,
Brother,
they got
Google
them
now,
apps,
you
bro,
can-
where you
yeah.
can scan it and it'll break it
It'll
down for you.
break it
Not
down.
for calculus. I
Yeah,
tried.
bro.
Everything,
I
bro.
tried,
Nah,
bro.
it's the
Hey.
premium. The premium
Hey.
subscription.
Oh, yeah, I don't do that.
Y'all know I took pre-cal like twice, and I failed it twice because I had a crush on this girl.
Yo, don't you got a wife, bro? What are you doing? What are you talking about?
That was when I was in high school, bro.
Oh.
That was when I was in high school, bro. That was when I was in high school.
Man.
But it was crazy, bro. I failed that class twice.
That's
Teacher
wild.
still said I was his favorite student.
Bro, math and science were always my favorite in school, bro.
He faked it.
Math, stop. Probably nah. I can't stand. Honestly, I like math now.
What are you doing with math now?
I just like math now. Like I
Nothing.
can
He's a doctor.
stop. I'm not a doctor.
We all know the truth, bro. We know you're just trying to be humble.
Stop telling
Like we know you're worth like.
I am
good
not a
15
doctor.
million. Nah, he got like 7 properties in Houston.
You need to
like,
chill. No, I don't.
For sure, bro. I know.
Chill
I
out.
know, bro. I'm not pocket watching.
Kevin
but I
Hart.
know.
Kevin Hart just.
My bad. I'll take a step back, bro.
Iris looking at us.
Right, Iris is taking notes. Okay, 18 locations, this and that. My FBI agent's gonna text me soon. Y'all need to chill. What was I saying?
You did
About
math
the-
twice because you was crushing on a girl that wasn't your wife.
Well, I didn't know my wife back then. I didn't know my wife back then. I'm just
True.
saying we didn't know each other.
I don't know, man.
We didn't know
Still
each other.
sounds sketchy to me.
Kind of sus.
Yeah, bro. That sus.
She ended up being one of my wife's bridesmaids.
That's crazy,
bro. That's the word.
That's the thing.
Don't say that.
You should have kept that to yourself, bro. You should have kept that to yourself.
No. By that time, there was no crush. There was no nothing.
I don't know, man.
Obviously. But back then, when we were in high school, yeah, it was a crush. I'm
Once
not gonna
a crush,
lie.
always a crush.
I can't lie about that. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I don't believe that for a second.
So what? You don't find her attractive at all?
I think she's
ever again. Nah, actually, don't answer that, bro. I don't want to get in trouble.
No, not attractive.
Plead the fifth, bro.
I think she's pretty, but I don't think I don't find her attractive like that no more.
All right, now hype your wife up.
My wife is the most beautiful woman there is.
We're good now. We're good.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm gonna put this in the.
My wife, I'm sweating, bro. I'm sweating now. I spoke too much. Man. Batman shouldn't have gotten that out of me, man.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, man.
Nah, but the reality is I can do math better now than I used to do it back then. I hated doing math. And science, I like science.
Bro, I love math. I love science. Like, those were bro, I was crazy at it, too.
You know what it was about social studies, or like history? Our teacher. You really have to have a good teacher.
I had one good, I think it was U.S. history.
Yeah.
I had like a really good teacher. And she was cool, and like the class was cool. I still didn't like it, but like it made it tolerable for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, shout out, I don't know what happened. I think last time I heard about her, she got cancer, but I don't know if she like beat it or not. I'm not even playing. Shout out to my, no, it was a big thing. Like, we loved her so much that like we rallied to like help her and do all that type of stuff. I don't remember her name though, but shout out to you.
Nah, I remember my 8th grade teacher, my science teacher, most beautiful lady, Miss Fisher. I remember her name too, bro.
Miss what?
Miss. I think she got divorced, so I don't know what was her.
Hey, yo, hit him up.
Bro, I was an 8th grader. This was a teacher like 28, 29.
Oh, so you wouldn't date like a 40-year-old woman? Why not?
She had money, yeah.
That's what you need, bro.
She had money, bro. You a gold digger, bro. Trying to find yourself a little sugar mama?
What?
Ooh, let me know if you find one, bro.
My
bad, bro. My bad.
This is la iglesia, bro. This is a church thing, bro. Over here.
Let's get back to topic.
What was the topic? There was no topic.
But we were talking about the shooters.
Started, bro.
I know.
This is just the intro.
The thing is, I think it's staged.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think it's definitely staged.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
You don't think it was staged?
Huh?
You don't think it was staged?
I think
because look, okay, this is my little clues. Okay, if you're a secret agent.
Spelling my Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to? What's your first job?
Agent secretly?
The president, right?
Uh-huh.
Why are they ducking?
What do you mean?
Once they heard the shots, they ducked and they started hiding.
The stage.
No, 2 in the front.
I ain't gonna cap. I ain't even seen the video.
What?
And then, okay, what kind of gun they say they shot?
That he shot with?
Yeah.
Something that was a .226 caliber.
Okay,
right?
that one only shoots 5.
Since when are you a gun expert?
223.
Yeah, they shot 7 times.
It was 3 shots, my guy.
No, 7 shots. They counted it. Watch the video and count it.
Wasn't it like he started shooting and then they started shooting at him?
No.
So how they kill him?
With the power of God.
Amen. No, but it was.
They looked at him and put it.
Okay, once you hear one shot, it was ta. You can't react like, oh, he's over there. You have to look for him first.
But if you already know where he's at, you don't have to look for him.
But if they already know where he was at, why didn't they just stop him from the beginning?
That's also true.
Like, man.
And then once you're protecting the president, you can't let him show his face. And he was like, come on.
Right, look, at the end of the day,
a t-shirt soon.
If it was staged, it worked. If it wasn't, that's crazy.
It still worked. The reality is, some dude already has that tattooed on his body.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Look, bro, at the end of the day, too, we can now say that we witnessed
a presidential assassination attempt.
Like, that's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. The reality, kiddos, is that was staged. Bush did 9/11.
That's crazy, bro. Just go all the conspiracies right now.
And I saw a video where he's like, man, imagine having a president that has felonies that got shot at. That could be my uncle.
Oh, Cam Patterson. Yeah.
I was like, this
Cam is funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He was talking about how he thinks it's stupid that people give like homeless people their haircut. He's like, part of them getting money is looking like they broke.
Yeah. Nah, he's funny, man.
Cam is funny, bro. Yeah, man, we have Hizzy here at the. This is a studio. We can call it a studio, right?
Yeah, it's a studio. We'll run with the studio.
Let's run with studio. We have Hizzy here at the studio. He's a good friend of ours.
The most talented friend of ours.
Dang, it's like that.
Hey,
man, this man does everything.
He does.
Screw Noe, bro. No.
He's still booty here like he's not going to
tag him.
that.
We gonna tag him. No, but he is very, 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 very talented. This man sings. This man raps.
Hey, no, he changed the birthday. Change the birthday
This
date.
man does audio and visual. This man does it all. And we're just gonna give you a few seconds, or however much you need to kind of introduce yourself. Let us know what you do, all that type of good stuff.
Man, yeah. So my name is Hanson. My friends call me Heezy, and honestly, like I just like doing anything creative. So it's not like I specialize in like videos or music or anything. It's just whatever I want to do in the moment. I'm blessed that I can express myself through it,
Yeah.
And yeah, so I love doing anything creative. I love making cool stuff, I guess to put it simply. And I love being with you guys.
Aw, stop it.
Where you want to shoot a video? We got the black couch.
The what? Hey, chill, bro. Yo, I'm down.
Nah, I'm playing.
For those who don't know, he's actually one of the person that helped us with the Kamehameha video. It was a great video. It was an awesome video. That's one of my favorites.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite videos I've done.
I love that video, bro. Yeah. And it's crazy because it was like a guerrilla.
Yeah, it was no planning, just
no
running.
planning.
We literally in 15 minutes we're like, all right, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's crazy how things like that happen.
You need to bring your cousin more often to Houston.
Bro,
How
I'm
is
trying
your
to convince
cousin?
him to move. He's going to be a senior in high school this coming year.
That's awesome.
But his older brother, he's trying to currently move right now. And then that way he'll already be here by the time like he graduates high school and then he can come over. But yeah, like the little one, the younger one or the senior, he's like wanting to go to college and have a good life path. So he's trying to like apply at colleges here, make sure he gets in.
He's not trying to be an artist or anything like that.
Nah, he is. I mean, that's what he wants to do full time, but he also like wants to, he does value.
I think he's into photography, right?
Yeah,
you
so
got him into photography.
He just recently got into photography. Now he's doing videography and like
That's pretty cool.
Man, he's learning quick. Shout out Brandon. Shout out B Dot. Yeah, come on.
Shout out B-Dot, man. That man, he's cool.
Yeah,
he's cool.
dude,
How
I
he's
love
like
him so much.
17 now, right?
Yeah, like 17.
He's not even from Houston. He got friends that play in the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
That is true.
I'm so mad about that.
Yeah, that was live, man.
was really good.
My John Sanders. He's not with the Texans anymore, which made me kind of sad because last season he gave us free tickets, to go to the game. So I was hoping that this year we can get some free tickets again, but he's not with the Texans anymore.
You should have told him, hey, let me shoot you a promo vid.
No, we did. We reached out to him, but he just didn't have the time.
I'll go to one of your practices.
That's exactly what we said, bro.
Dang.
They kept batting him, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, when it comes to like stuff like that, bro, like I'm the kind of person like I'll ask once and like that's it. Like I don't like to feel like I'm like
you're begging,
asking for handouts or, and yeah, so it's like that's what we did. Like asked once and he said, yeah, whatever, I'll let you know. And never let us know, but
it's funny you say that because
That's how he moved.
That's the kind of mantra we've kind of, not mantra, but the kind of ideology that we kind of started subscribing to.
yeah.
Because we were like constant, like everybody just, hey man, we want to collaborate, we want to do this, we want to do that. And then I feel like we already had this conversation with Jexo. But there came a point where we were like, you know what? We're gonna ask once. We're gonna ask once.
I'm gonna cut it out.
And from there, we're gonna let God do what they need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
If they reach out, great. If they don't reach out, or if they tell us we don't want to work with you, that's great. At some point in our career, at some point moving forward, they're gonna come close to us, and we need to be humble enough to be like, yeah, let's work, or yeah, let's do this, yeah, let's do that.
No, for sure. And that's the way I see it too, man. It's like, I think it's easy to like put yourself out there, but like if you are consistently just like, hey man, let's work. Hey man, let's work to the same person, like each time you're asking, like I feel like it devalues what you're offering.
Yeah.
But sometimes it depends though, because
for sure.
I agree. But for example, I will say like for example, 350. I reached out the first time. He was like, "Oh yeah, contact my manager." I contacted that manager. He never replied.
Alex?
Yeah. I don't know talk about that. But then I reached out again to 350. Oh yeah, let's do it. He was so cool about it. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, I feel like situations like that too. Like it makes a huge difference, like how personal you already are with the person.
I'm not. I don't know him.
Oh, never mind then. My bad. Cut that out.
Like, and then like he was so cool about it. Oh yeah, let's run it. And then
Yeah.
We weren't supposed to say that.
I mean,
Hey.
we could be working with a promo video. Who knows?
I mean, we could have told that to Hizzy out of camera.
It's too late now.
It's too late now.
We don't know what we were working with him with. Hey, maybe he was looking for a new manager.
Hey, y'all.
No.
I mean, for us, that was a surprise we were going to tell everybody.
We could just cut it out. We're good.
You're making it longer, bro.
Yeah, bro.
What I'm saying is, we weren't supposed to tell everybody that we have a feature with 350.
No one said, oh, this guy.
I'm excited. That's why. I'm very excited. I'm super excited. I like working with.
So you want to now that cat's out of the bag, you want to tap into it some more, or what? You want to leave it?
No, I'm gonna leave it there.
All right.
I'm gonna leave it there.
We just have a feature with him.
Wow, why
You said it
hating?
already.
You did say it already.
I did
bro.
just say it already.
Nah, but it was really. He was cool about it. He was like, "Oh yeah,
He's
send me
super
the
chill.
track." He's like, "I love the track. Let's do
Yeah,
it."
nah, 350 is dope, man. I love that guy.
Okay. Nah, you know,
Bro, how this podcast is gonna get cut
It's
out?
gonna
man?
get it's either that or we're just not gonna move up
anyway. You know what this reminds me? Have you seen the movie Old Dads?
Nah.
No,
Oh man, you need to watch it.
it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's
gotta
pretty
watch
funny.
Nah, but Izzy, you're doing a lot of stuff right now. You're actually staying pretty busy. I know that for a fact. Every time I hit you up, you're like, "Hey, man, I got this, I got this, I got that." But one of the things I'm super excited for, which I hate that I may not be able to go because it's in Dallas, but you're going to Glowfest.
No.
Is it Glowfest?
Gift to summer.
Gifted Summer.
Yeah,
That's what it
Glowfest
is.
just happened. I
Glowfest
think
just
last
happened.
weekend,
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going
Nah,
to Gifted Summer.
Glowfest would have been crazy.
Glowfest would have been crazy, but Gifted Summer's cool
Yeah,
too.
Gift to Summer's cool, man. Shout out Jay Woods, bro. He's really putting out for Dallas.
I can't stand you. I just read Glowfest like a few days ago. That's why. No, but you did say Gifted Summer.
Yeah, so shout out Jay Woods. He you know, I think it's his fourth year doing it.
I can't stand you.
It's pretty dope, man. But I think it's cool, bro, because like to me, to like myself, like I feel like there's no reason I should be getting asked to perform. Like I haven't been putting anything out up until recently. You know, like on paper, like I have nothing to show for it to like an audience, right? Like Jay Woods, obviously, like he's tapped in with me. So like he's heard like the unreleased stuff that I have. He knows like who I'm working with, like what like what I have in the vault, I guess you could say, right? And so like to me, like it speaks volumes for Jay Woods that like he's willing to like put his name on the line and like have me on his show, just because like he knows like what I'm doing behind the scenes.
And I gotta be honest with you, man. The type of music you're making is not like the type of music that you hear.
What do you mean by that?
Every day, and I mean that in a good way. Like you're making waves. You're making your own lane in the type of music that you're doing. And to me, I tell Albert all the time, I like to see my friends flourish. I like to see my friends grow, and I see that, man. I see, because you're right. You haven't put out a lot of music. Your discography right now is what, you got 4 or 5 songs out.
Yeah, and I mean 2 of those came out, in the last month.
Yeah.
And man, shout out Space City, shout out Young Cortez, bro. That's
song
one of my
goes
favorite songs we've done
hard,
in a while, bro.
man.
Yeah, I love that song. I love how it came out.
Wait, it came out?
Yeah, it dropped on July 13th, 713.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't realize it dropped in 713.
Yeah, 713 day.
Nice.
Bro,
nice.
we've been sitting on that song for like over 2 years.
It's sort of like the same thing with like Billy Graham, huh?
Nah, Billy came out pretty quick once they made it. What happened with Billy was that there was an issue with the producer.
Okay.
And I can't, don't quote me because I don't really remember exactly what happened, but there was an issue with the producer and the beat, and so the song came down. It got taken off platforms. And then what took forever was for them to bring it back up, because first they were just gonna like figure everything out with the producer and then put it back up on all platforms and like call it a day. But then they were like, we can take the opportunity and make a moment out of it. That's when they reached out to 350. 350 hopped on it, and then it took like a while after that to figure out like a good date.
Yeah.
And
So
then they had to fix the dent in the car, right?
Hey, chill. We don't talk about
We
that.
didn't talk about that, bro.
Yeah,
Chill out.
like we're gonna have to cut that one out.
No, but you're right. You don't have that much of discography right now. You got about 4 or 5 songs out.
Yeah.
But man, I've yet to find a song I don't like.
I appreciate that, bro.
And
And like,
I mean,
My favorite
honestly.
one's the one I kept.
show him.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. You were begging me for that one for like what, like a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, and man, like, well, one, like I did have a lot more music out But it was a lot of stuff like I wasn't like happy with, or like it just wasn't me, you know, like I just really wasn't rocking with it. So I like first thing I did was take all that down. That's why like, you know, my discography is like pretty thin. But then with like that one, like I doubt myself a lot, honestly, you know. So it's like I'll make something and I'll be like, oh yeah, this is cool. But then it's like it's time to put it out. It's like
I was just mad that it was so short. I wanted longer.
yeah. Well, like that one, it's to me, it's like an intro. Yeah. You know, like when I made that one, or so what I've been doing recently, like with the newer music I've been making, it's like I've been making it specifically with the mindset of like, what's the experience of this song gonna be like live, you know? And so it's like I've been doing a lot of like gang vocals and like chant kind of, you know, stuff that's like easy for the crowd to get in. And so like for like when I was making that song, I was specifically thinking of like, what would a crazy intro be, you know? And like to me, like when I think of an intro, it's like, yeah, like, you know, you have like the moment of like, oh, like, you know, it's building up. But then just like lyrically as well, like it was like, all right, what do I want to talk about, you know? And so it's like, if I'm introducing myself, you know, it's like, this is the first song that's on the set. Like I should be introducing myself. And that was kind of like the state of mind that I was in when I was writing the lyrics. And I don't know if you guys have paid attention to the lyrics, but it's most of the song is from the perspective of my dad talking to me. And you know, it's like part of it is like he's saying like, you know, like it's talking about how, so I was born in Rhode Island, right? And then up there, it's like, you know, projects, like it was just like really, really bad growing up. And I mean, I was only there till I was 7, so I didn't really experience much of it.
Oh, my bad, bro.
But like now that I'm older, I'm able to look back and like understand like why my dad was trying to get us out of there. And part of the reason was that like he had his family out there, and like my dad's side of the family, like they're all like hardcore partiers, like, you know, alcoholics, like, you know, that kind of life. And my dad was a DJ up there. So from like Thursday to Tuesday, he was out DJing parties. And then like Tuesday to Thursday, like they're at the house partying it up, you know? And he understood that like, one, he didn't want to raise me and my sister up in that lifestyle, but he could also, there was no way for him to get out of it without him completely stepping away and like moving. Cause like he knew that like his family was there, you know, that's what they would resort to.
It's going to bring him back into it.
Exactly. So, you know, like the song's pretty much talking like, all right, like I did my part, you know, I brought you down here to get away from all that. Like I set you up to win. So now like go and show them what you got. So that's kind of like the idea of the song. It's like, you know, like introducing like where we came from. But like still like packaged like pretty simply, you know, like the lyrics on that song aren't like too complex. Like it's very base level.
Rap it for us.
Huh?
Rap it for us. Like
Nah,
perform.
bro, you guys didn't pay me enough for that.
Yeah.
Hey, nah, come
Tonight?
to the concert, bro.
Jesus.
Hey, yo, there you
Come
go.
to the concert, man.
When is it again?
July 27th. Yeah, July 27th.
That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
No, because they were telling me if I had something. It doesn't matter. It was a work thing. It was a work thing. I told them I wasn't going to go, so. But
So I have a question. So
Yeah.
what made you get into music?
I mean, simply put, like I was raised in it. My dad, you know, was a DJ, so you know, I was always like in the party areas, right, with him, like seeing him. And then it really started like it really started with my grandma, right? Like all my family's from Guatemala. I was the first one actually born in the U.S. Like even my sister was still born in Guatemala, but in Guatemala, my grandma was like a famous singer, so she was a recording artist out there.
Oh, wow.
She was like, you know, like now we have like Sábado Domingo, what was it called?
Sábado
Francisco?
Sábado Gigante.
Sábado Gigante, yeah, like those kind of shows, like the Guatemalan equivalents of that, like that she would be on those, like she'd be like the guest singer on a lot of those. She was touring, you know, all around like Guatemala, right? But I was born a year after she passed away, so I never got to meet her.
Wow.
But like, you know, I grew up hearing all the stories. Like, man, she was like the most amazing singer. Like, we haven't heard anybody that sings like her. You know, like all my uncles and stuff, like talking about her. And yeah, so it's like, you know, hearing all that growing up, then seeing my dad DJ, and then even at the house, like everybody doing like karaoke and stuff like that. Like that's where the love of music came. And then it's kind of funny, like how everything kind of just works out too, because like all my male cousins are like really, really involved with music. You know, like my cousin Josh, he raps as well. He's up in Rhode Island, Brandon's brother. Okay. You know, so he's an artist. My other cousin, he's still in Guatemala. He composes, arranges like all his own music, like singer songwriter style. And then my other guy cousin, like he's a prodigy, like classical guitarist. Oh, you know, wow. So it's like it kind of like my grandma had it. It skipped a generation, and then all the male cousins have it now, which is kind of funny. Like none of the female cousins have like any musical inclination.
Dang. I gotta step it up, girls.
Hey, they're all artists, so like they all paint or sculpt.
Oh no, never mind. Don't step it up.
They got like still like the creative thing, you know. And like I think the fact that like my grandma had like I guess quote unquote like made it as an artist. I had it a lot easier than a lot of other people that, you know, come from like a traditional family and want to pursue the arts. There was still like a lot of like back and forth and like bumping heads with my dad when I was like, all right, like I'm dropping out of school and like this is what I want to do full time. But like I knew that regardless, like he understood because he had seen his grandma, his mom do it.
Do you still have access to like all the recordings your grandma made?
Dude, no. So probably like for the past 5-10 years, my dad and uncle have been trying to like contact all the radio stations and all like the TV stations in Guatemala, trying to get like the records, but like they haven't been able to find anything.
What's her name?
Oh, Carmen Mendez.
Carmen Mendez.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be a pretty cool way to start.
Like a set or something, or a song, or
one of her songs, or sample one of her songs into a song,
dude, that'd
bro.
be insane, bro. That'd be crazy. But yeah,
and
like,
you have the rights to it because it's your grandma.
Yeah, and I mean, I've tried to look for it myself too, but it's like it's not anywhere online. Like if it's archived anywhere, it's like somewhere local, you know. So maybe one day, you know, we'll come across it. That'd be crazy. Like sample that. I mean, that's
so. So another question.
Yeah.
Do you consider that you do Christian music or why? No.
Nah.
Mainstream music.
I don't even label it like the way I see it is like I'm making stuff that I'm expressing myself through. You know, on a song, like it might be like me talking to God, you know, where it's like, oh yeah, it'll be easy for like a traditional mindset to be like, oh yeah, that's Christian, you know, but then I have like another song where I'm talking about like being heartbroken after like a failed relationship, you know, it's like God isn't mentioned a single time. It doesn't change the fact that
that's me, my bad.
It doesn't change the fact that I'm a Christian, you know, it's like, I'm still talking about something that's real and something that's relatable. So like, I don't know, like maybe it'll change once, you know, like the streaming numbers increase, but like as of now, it's like I don't see myself. I see myself as a Christian that makes music, not like a Christian artist. You know?
If I'm honest with you, man, that's one of my biggest like, what's it called? One of my biggest battles that I've had with how I identify the way that I make music is
it's tough,
a lot of my music is very Christ centric.
Right.
If you think about it, if you sit down and think about it, it's very mentioning God and this and that and this and that. But before that, the music that I made could be more on the secular side, just because it was all about myself and my feelings and how I felt and how I am and how I'm this. And now I'm kind of I'm trying to strike that balance between both of them. I do consider myself a Christian artist, but if I'm honest with you, I tend to believe that most, and do not come at me for this. But if we're being honest, most Christian music is a bit corny.
Yeah, 100%. And that's something like,
and I'm not talking about worship. Worship is different.
No, well,
worship is different.
I agree, but the thing is, it's not that they're not trying to be like. The reason why they do, let's say, for example, let's say I want to do Christian rap. The reason why I would want to do Christian rap is because I don't want to listen to what the world's listening to.
I know,
but I love rap.
But here's my thing. Here's where it boils down to me. You got Christian artists that want to sound like the next or the Christian Drake. They want to sound like the Christian Bad Bunny.
And that's where it becomes cringy. It's like when you're trying to think like something worldly and make it like good.
Make it good.
But it's like that shouldn't be
like
the
you're trying to clean up a crap.
Exactly. It's like there's it's like this might get a lot of hate, but like the people that are doing like Christian remixes to secular music.
Oh my God.
Bro, I hate it.
Bro.
I absolutely
This is
hate
what
it.
this song would sound like if Chris Brown was Christian.
Yeah, like I feel like, reusing a beat, okay, it could slide. But like when they're taking the same like melody, the same cadences and everything and just changing it lyrically, like, yo, that's corny.
I agree.
Because it's like you said, like you're trying to take a turd and polish it up. It's like it's not gonna happen, bro. And like why are you trying to replicate something that we're told is wrong?
Well, why are you trying to replicate something that was used to misguide the people? and try to make it. Oh well, no, look, I made it nice. Now we can sing Pepas in church. You know what I mean?
No, like, for sure. It's like that's not what it was originally intended for.
That's not what it was intended for.
But like also, it's like I feel like the best music is music that's true to us.
I agree.
Right, and as long as I'm good with God, there's no way I can make a song that's like spiritually unsound. Right, like.
It's a gray area to that. It's a gray area because there's a difference between knowing what you're trying to teach versus knowing what you know. Does that make sense? So the way that I think can differ a whole lot to the way that God thinks.
No, for sure.
And sometimes that's where I find myself having to balance myself.
Yeah,
because I can. How many times have you heard a Christian rapper say, "Oh, we gonna fight the devil"? You know, I got the Bible as a blicky and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Not biblical at all.
Yeah.
But that's just the way that they say it. That's just the way that they are. They're going to throw hands with the devil. The Bible doesn't tell us to throw hands with the devil. It tells us to run from the devil. It tells us to resist the devil. It tells us to not let the devil attack us.
Right.
But they're out here in the streets just, let's go, man. You're going to fight. You're going to lose. You're going to lose that battle. If I'm being honest.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
It's that, to me, it's having to balance that. And I think you have a pretty good idea as to how to balance that. At least from the songs that I've heard, to me, you have that balance kind of, or an idea as to however you want to go with it. Yeah. That not a lot of artists have.
And I think part of it comes from like, one, I took down a lot of the stuff that was bad. Not bad in like, it was like unspiritual, just bad as in like, it was cringy. Right, because like when I was first like trying to make music, it was that like, oh, people need to know that it's Christian at the gate, right?
You were just crumping, screaming out Jesus,
pretty much, bro. You know, and it's like that, like it was cringy.
Jesus
One, like
Christ,
Jesus Christ, you know, like
hey,
it
shout out that guy, man. He's cool though. He's cool.
What's his name?
I forgot his name, bro. I forgot. Do you know his name?
No.
Okay.
I'm not the one shouting him out though.
Hey, shout you out, bro. Shout you out.
Yeah. Christ servant, no, or something like that.
Christ servant, yes.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. That's cringe.
So there's two different types of cringe. So for example, to me, or corniness. To me, it's like good corniness when you embrace it.
When you play into it.
When you play into it, and then there's like unironic corny.
Yeah, oh, but for example, him
like gangster.
Bro,
Christian
you're disturbing the whole service. He does it in the middle of worship. Like, my God, it's Jesus Christ. I was like, bro, you're disturbing like.
Well, have you heard why he does it?
Yes, because it's demons or whatever.
Yeah, he's saying that like every time he gets like a thought that can like be like, you know, tempting or whatever, like a bad thought.
How many tempting thoughts is he having in
bro,
church?
Like, he's like an ex-drug addict, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has like a lot of crap he's dealing
like,
with.
hey, yo, that sister looking mighty. Jesus!
Yeah, it's like that thing you're saying. Like, that's him running away from the enemy.
That's pretty cool.
You know? So
I mean,
like,
when you put it like that, it makes sense.
Yeah, but in church?
But Christian gangster rappers?
I ain't gonna cap. I haven't listened to any, so I didn't even know how to put it into perspective.
That's corny, bro. But how you gonna be gangster? Ain't Jesus?
Hey man, if you in the hood, bro, you in the hood. You know,
South side of heaven.
South side of heaven's crazy.
South side of heaven, man.
Bro, I remember someone. I'm not gonna say names because
I say it.
You want me to say it?
No. I mean, like I say, I'm from the south side of heaven.
No, this
I'd
person.
be like, try Jesus.
Okay, Toby.
Not me.
Okay, Toby.
Wait, you legit told me that you hate when people say that, but now you saying that you.
No.
Anyways, this person.
I hate when people say that and they don't back it up. That's what I said.
No, you didn't. Well, okay. This person legit told me in church because she was telling me some stuff, and then I don't know which.
I know who this is.
This person cursed. She was like, "Nah, this." I looked at her and I'm like, what the heck? We're in church.
She goes,
and worship night.
South side of heaven.
And she was like, what? I'm from the south side of heaven. I'm like, oh, nah, man. You need to go.
That don't work like that, girl.
It does not work like that. I was like, no manches. Like, how you going to, I don't know.
But I do feel like you do strike that balance that not a lot of artists have. Honestly, if I'm honest, most of the friends that we've had so far, the kind of circle of friends that we've made, Noe, Cortez, I feel like I haven't talked to Cortez in a minute. I got to hit him up. We played Fortnite one time.
I heard, bro.
His internet was trash, bro.
We didn't even play. He couldn't even get on the lobby.
That's crazy.
But, Noe, Cortez.
What was it? Virgin Mobile?
His Virgin Mobile Wi-Fi, yeah.
Damn.
I feel like everybody's really genuine in the type of music that they make. Like,
Yeah.
you're not tied to a box. You're not tied to a
Right.
check mark. And to me, that's important to surround yourself around.
So,
So I
but
really
the thing-
value you guys for that.
But the thing, okay, for example, for y'all as artists, how would y'all change CHH? If for example, he says he doesn't feel he fits in that category.
Like, how do I see myself changing it? Or like if I could like flip a switch and like it's changed.
Yeah.
I flip a switch?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's not, but like,
I don't know, man. I feel like just that label alone is like an incorrect label. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like I think one, there's a lot of people that are doing it with ingenuine,
Like ill intent.
not ill intent. Like they're just ungenuine. Like they're saying like, oh yeah, it's for God, but like they're doing it 100% for their own glory, right? And I think somebody that like
call him out.
somebody recently like posted a video. It was Marty from Social Club. Like posted a video saying like, yo, like you guys say you want to do it, but this is like one of the hardest things that you can do, you know? And he was like,
I think he
unless
talks
you,
about it as well in his song, the Not Your Favorite Rapper or something like that.
yeah, and I think it was promo for that song that he was like, unless like you're directly called by God to do this, don't do it. You know, it's like only if you're like directly called by God to do it, then it's okay to do it. But if you're not, like it is one of the most draining things. It's like it's not easy. And like there's a lot of, if you're doing it for personal glory, like you're not going to get a lot of satisfaction out of it because you're putting up this front being like, oh, it's for God. But then you get mad when the attention's on God and not you on you.
Right.
So I think like if we're talking about CHH as a whole, the first thing that needs to happen is if we could just flip a switch and everything's great for everybody that's in the space to do it with genuine intent.
Yeah. If you're doing it for like other intents other than just to glorify God,
Just be real and make secular music.
Might as well just do secular music,
Yeah.
man. For real. I agree. Like, why hide behind it?
Exactly. And because that's where it's not true to yourself, right?
That's where
Like,
it gets corny.
That's where it gets corny. But yeah, I think that's huge because like I've seen it personally, like a lot. It's like, you know, it's like you see somebody making all this Christian music and then you meet them, you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
what's really going on here, you know? So I think I honestly like that might be the only issue, you know, because everything else, if that's taken care of, like everything else kind of falls into place.
So
I mean, at the end of the day, we're still human, right? But like,
Yeah. Jumping off of that, you got people that like completely disassociate from CHH and say things like what Jackie Hill Perry said, CHH is not lyrical. And to me, I disagree with that comment as well.
You got Jay Monty, bro. You got
Jay Monty, no big deal, bro.
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
there.
It might not be everybody, right? But I mean, that's true in the secular market as well.
Secular, right? You know, not everybody's gonna be Kendrick and Drake.
Nah. What side you on?
I will plead the fifth.
People.
I will plead the fifth. Look, I do realize Drake is one of my favorite artists.
Really?
J. Cole is my favorite, but Drake is right there close to him.
Hermano, estamos en iglesia.
I'm just being honest. I do have to say, as a Drake fan,
Mine's funky.
I have to say, as a Drake fan, Kendrick won this.
Big time.
You want me to be honest, bro?
Yeah.
I absolutely hate Drake. I've never been a Drake fan.
Really?
No, I've never been able to get into him, bro. Never. Kendrick's fire though. You know, it's like you can't.
I'm iffy
I
about
love his
Kendrick,
shoes.
bro.
The Reebok.
the Reeboks, yeah.
Bro.
That's nice, yeah.
I think like in his era, like Kendrick was that guy. You know.
The problem with Kendrick is like he releases an album every 16 years, bro.
That's what makes it special, man.
I get it, but
I don't know.
I
what
just
you're
want
talking-
music,
I don't listen
man.
to that music, so I'm clueless.
Nah,
Well-
like I will say too, like when I listen to music, I don't pay attention to the lyrics. I have no idea what any song is talking about ever.
Well, that's me until so I listened to the song twice, three times. Twice the beat, once the lyrics.
My boy, I can have the lyrics memorized, still have no idea what they're talking about.
I'm the type of person that like analyzes lyrics. Like
Yeah,
I like to
I
know like
can't,
the
bro.
double entendre, the triple entendre. Bro.
If I don't like the beat, I'll listen.
there's
I won't listen to a
sometimes I'm
song.
listening to a song and I'm like da 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 da. Hey yo.
See, and I wish I could catch, because that's what makes like an artist like Kendrick special.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like
agree.
catching on to all that, right? And like, I wish I was wired that way, but like, bro, I cannot to save my life ever. Doesn't matter how many times I listen.
So
to it.
going off of secular artists, would you work with a secular artist given the chance?
Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, like in the context of the song, like my morals still have to be on there, right? Like, are you talking about like that? Like, if I were to get one of them as a feature, or me featuring on their song?
I feel like if you were to feature on their song, you couldn't really tell them what to do with the song.
I mean, but you can.
But you can tell them. You can tell them this
not.
is what I believe, right? So
Yeah.
you can either add me or not.
Yeah, like let's say like some crazy opportunity came, right? And like let's say Drake was like, "Hey, bro, like
you hate Drake."
I do, but opportunity's opportunity, bro. A bag's a bag now. But like, if I listen to the song and I'm like, oh, like this doesn't line up with my moral beliefs, like if I take it, I'm selling out.
Wait, what?
Like if I were to take it, like that's a sellout to me.
Oh, I thought you.
In a way, no, because you could always still put in your morals on there.
But it's like, why even associate myself on a song
That
like,
makes
directly?
sense. No, that
right?
yeah.
Like it's one thing, like, oh yeah, I'm cool with him. But like now I'm on a song where he's like, talking about drugs,
And now I'm promoting that with
exactly.
him, even if I'm sending a
saying
different
something
message.
completely different.
I agree.
The message of the song is still that, right? So in that case, like I would like to believe that that'd be my stand, right? Like I would, I'd like to say like, yeah, I wouldn't do it. Is that true? Like,
But that money, bro.
hey, that but like I know
What that bag do?
Also, it's just like I feel like it'd be hard musically or like artistically for me to do something like that because that's not a lifestyle I have.
Yeah.
Like I can't relate to it. I can't talk on it. Right. So it's like, what am I going to talk about on a song like that?
Yeah, that's me. When I write a song, I can't talk about how much millions I got and stuff like that.
Yeah, we know.
I ain't got it.
You want to be humble.
No, but I ain't got it, bro. I ain't got it like that.
I mean, I could, if I was an artist like to rap, I could be like, I got shot at because I have
Jesus.
random, a lot of hit and runs.
Chill out, 75 cent.
75 cents. Jeez.
75 is crazy.
And you're the whole dollar.
Looking like 50 Cent upside down over at the Super Bowl, bro.
I know that boy was breathless.
Brother, he's in the cup.
Let me know y'all get
Hey, let me
hot.
chill out.
I'll turn on the AC.
It is actually kind of hot a little bit, but what about the other way around though? What about like if artist reaches out to you, it's like, hey man, I like the music that you're doing. Do you have an open verse where I could probably hop in and stuff like that?
It's somebody I rock with, like somebody I'm like, oh, that's like this would be an insane
Kendrick.
feature. Okay, I again, what I would like to believe that I would do, right? It's like, let's say I have a song picked out. It's like, oh, this is the perfect song. Like, one, going back to the same thing, like lyrically sound to what I already have. Like it needs to correlate with what the song already is. And I think like I would express that. It's like, well, like these are my morals, and I would want you to like match it to the best of your ability, right? And I think somebody might be controversial or not, I don't know. Somebody that like was able to do it to a certain extent was Kanye, right? When he did the whole Donda stuff.
Yeah.
He had a whole bunch of secular features, right?
Right.
And I mean, everything was clean, like everything was like, bleeped out for whatever, right? But like what they were talking about was like, oh, like it matches morally to like the context of what the rest of the song is. So like, I don't think it was done to the best. It could have been
better,
right?
yeah.
But it showed like, okay, this is possible.
And then he released Vultures.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
But okay, so this is me looking at it from, let's say, a churchgoer.
Yeah.
I never believed Kanye's album "Jesus Is King" was a Christian album, even though he claimed it was. Why? Because of the way he was living. Yes, because like you said, like how are we supposed to see? Oh, it's a Christian album, but he's walking down the street with his wife like half naked.
That wasn't happening,
And that wasn't
while
happening
Jesus
around
is
that
King.
time, yeah.
Okay,
Jesus is King, he
this
was,
is right now.
like,
But
living.
okay, let's talk about that. He wasn't living this.
In
I don't-
Jesus is King time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Jesus
was.
was King, he was doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, like that's when
He was going to church.
That's
He
because of the
wasn't talking to
meds.
Bro, like,
Kim.
he went to the extent of telling everybody that was working on the project, like, if you're having premarital sex, like, you're off. You're
off
off
the
this.
meds.
Huh?
It's just the meds. After he got off the meds, that's when he just.
So then is it God or is it the meds?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, we don't know, right? And even like what I'm saying, like I'm saying based off what I heard, like,
No, but I
don't know
agree
what's
with you
true.
though. It's one of those projects where it's like, yeah, he was able to mix a Christian message
Yeah,
with people that aren't necessarily in the Christian world. And he brought, he it was good music. I will always say this: Kanye is a hell of a producer.
Well, Kanye's my number one artist.
Really?
It's my absolute favorite. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like Marcos Witt.
Get your
levanto mi. That's not Marcos. That's Samuel Hernandez. Never mind. But that's the thing. Like when I look at it that way, I kind of agree with you in that point. I need to set my boundaries as to what I believe in and what I don't believe in.
And I mean, even at a more simple extent of it, like if I had a song, right, and it's talking about one thing, and I'm like, hey, bro, I think you'd be fire on this song, and you hop on it, and you're talking about something completely different. It's like, hey, bro, like I love you.
Maybe fire, but it's not.
But it doesn't fit with the rest of the context. It's the same thing, like on a simpler level. You might be on the same thing morally, right? Like because we're both Christian, we both believe the same things. But if it like contextually doesn't fit, it ruins the song.
Yeah. At some point, you got to put the song before the person.
Yeah,
I agree. It's art.
Yeah,
it's art. No, I definitely agree on that, man. I always had that kind of bit of a conundrum when it comes to that because most of my favorite artists they're not Christian. If I'm being 100% honest, or at least they're not Christian artists. I don't know what their life is behind the cameras. I don't know what their life is going on. And I don't listen to secular music now as much as I used to. Like I used to like just blare it at all times.
Yeah.
I think that's wild.
What?
Like you're in church. That's not judging. I just think it's wild. Like because
I felt a little judgy, but
no, like let's say you're in worship. You're like, oh, I felt the presence, and then you go into your car and blast.
Yo perreo sola.
I'm like, that's wild because I used to do that, but then I felt convicted.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. That's why
some people don't though. That's the wow.
It's your personal walk with God. I agree with you. And at a certain point, that's how I felt. I felt a bit convicted on that. And I'm not here to knock anybody that listens to secular music.
Yeah.
Like again, I said. At some points I do listen to secular music.
Yeah, same.
And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's only romantic because I like this. No. Like sometimes if I'm mad, I'll put on some Eminem. Sometimes if I'm feeling like I wanna, rage, I'll put some JID or some Juice WRLD or something like that. You went way
that's crazy.
Hey, I used to love that group.
I think for me, like, and I'm not trying to justify anything, right? But like, because I'm sure like it does like have an effect spiritually, even though like I'm not personally aware of what like the lyrical content is, right? Like, but like my favorite music and what I grew up listening to
EDM.
is hell nah, bro. It's like metal and rock music. Like that's my favorite. My all time favorite band is Avenged Sevenfold.
Screamo?
Yeah.
Avenged Sevenfold. I would never would have guessed that,
band, bro.
Blink 182.
Yeah, they're cool. Like pop punk is cool too.
It's not screamo though. It's not metal. It's
more like Avenged Sevenfold is more melodic, but they do have they're like their range is crazy. Like they do some like super like simple ballads, all the way to like super heavy.
And they're making a comeback.
But
Blink 182.
I was talking about Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh,
who? Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold is very melodic with their music.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have ballads. They do like super heavy screamo stuff. Like I don't know, they're very versatile. But like that's what I listen to, right? But
a lot of people don't know this, but the way I started, the type of music I was writing whenever I started writing music, was metal.
Really?
I started writing metal.
Why is it your favorite? Like, why was metal like?
I think it's like my first instrument I learned was guitar. Started off on acoustic, but I always wanted to learn electric, and then finally got my electric guitar.
Side note: what instruments do you play?
Acoustic guitar, electric guitar, piano.
Like, are you good
saxophone.
on the piano?
So
Saxophone.
most instruments I play by ear.
Okay.
Piano being one of them. Like I tell people like I don't know how to play piano, but I can make stuff sound good. Like that kind of thing. Saxophone is the only instrument I'm like classically
proficient
trained in.
at. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, so like my first instrument was guitar, and then I got electric guitar, started learning solos and stuff like that. So I think I gravitated towards that kind of music because it was very guitar centric. You had like your big moments with the solos. So it's like it was fun. Like it was fun to play it, and I was like, when I was in middle school, it was like very, very like heavy, like 2000s, you know, like pop punk era, like Blink-182, like, you know, Green Day, like all those bands. So there was a lot of great music that was in that genre, in that box, right? So there was a lot of great artists to find. But yeah, it's just that, like, I didn't get into rap until my junior year of high school.
What made you say I'm gonna do rap over metal or rock or anything like that?
It was easier.
I will give you that.
It was easier. I think a big part of it too was like my friends. Mm-hmm. You know, like the type of music they made was that. And when I first started trying to make music, at least like vocally, the first thought was like, oh, like I need to make what my friends are making. And I made some of the worst music I've ever made in my life. Because not only was I learning how to do all this, right? It's like I'm new to it. I'm trying, but I'm also trying to do something that's not genuine to who I am.
It's not you.
Yeah, it's not me. Like I can't write the double, triple entendres, like the big metaphors, like the stuff that makes you think, because I don't even listen for that in a song. So it's really hard for me to like do it when like I don't even know how it's done on a professional level.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of like what I've been trying to find a balance with. And like I still very much think I'm finding my sound when I make music. Because I haven't learned how to mesh what I want to do, which is like the alternative, you know, kind of like rock, like melodic, but still have like some like trappy aspects to it. You know, so we're still figuring it out. But yeah, I think that's why like I grew up listening to like metal, so the giant guitar solos. You know, it's like seeing them live. It's like like this is crazy, and like hearing that guitar live too. Like going back to Avenged Sevenfold, like the lead guitarist of that band. When he plays a guitar solo, like it sounds like he's making the guitar sing. Like it quite literally sounds like another voice, you know? And like that to me was always like, you know, this is insane, bro. Like that's what I want to do.
You know who does that too? Marino, bro. You don't know who Marino is? Hey, put on the comment down below if you know who Marino is. Anyways, I'm going to put y'all on Marino.
Hey, put me on, man.
I'm going to put y'all on some Marino. No, but Avenged Sevenfold was pretty cool. I used to listen to... Whenever I moved first from Puerto Rico, my first year in school was in middle school, and the people I used to hang out with, that's all that we listened to.
Yeah,
just metal, Korn, Disturbed, Avenged Sevenfold.
Nah, in high school, all I listened to was bachata, banda.
Dang, bro.
And you were the one that stood next to the cafeteria line, just all in a line.
What?
You didn't have that in your school?
What?
It was like there was a cafeteria wall, and everybody, all the Hispanic dudes were just standing there in a line, bro.
No, heck no.
They all had their 1 foot up and then 1 foot just.
No.
Everyone, bro, it was crazy.
I don't know why. I just went through that phase. I just Hispanic music.
Yeah.
What a beaner.
Even with like Spanish music, bro, like what I listen to is like Maná, Juanes, you know, like
Never listened to them.
You never.
Maná is crazy, bro.
I love the guitars.
Camila is
Camila was just.
You know, but like it was still like
Spanish rock.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh, that's so goaty, bro. Yeah.
You know, my mom said that in a preaching. You know how my song Kamehameha says "Mientes como Camila mientes." My mom said that out loud in the middle of a preaching.
Shout out
I'm like,
to your
Mom, do you know who Camila is? She's like, no, why? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but I remember one of the like the very or not very, but like once I started getting like decent electric guitar, I learned the La Camisa Negra by Juanes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that guitar intro is always one of my favorites, dude.
It's a pretty cool entire intro. It's very
I heard Camila was very arrogant because my ex dad used to work at the airport, and he saw them because he used to bartend.
Yeah,
and he didn't ask for a picture because he didn't know who it was, but they were asking for pictures like, and then they will slap the phones like no picture. I was like,
that's
dude,
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
But shout out to that.
That's how JOVA is, bro. I've seen him in public.
You need to chill.
Somebody came out and was like, "Oh, I'm a huge fan." He said, "Bro, get away from me, dude."
Bro, that happened to me one time. Somebody came up to me, and they're like, "Oh my God, JOVA," and this and that. I'm like, "Okay, all right, hi, how you doing?" I guess that to me, it's still new, man. It's still new. Like I like making music though.
It's fun, man.
That's what I live for, bro. Like I love my job, but I love doing this more. And I feel like if you're an artist, that's what you need to. That's what you do it, man. You do it for the love of the craft. You do it for the love of God, and then you do it for the love of the craft. At least that's the way that I look at it.
100%.
So So yeah, both of y'all that have performed. I know you said you love performing.
Yeah.
And how do you like how do you describe it?
Do you ever play sports?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm
But you know
like-
what performing feels like.
I'm
What
like,
sports
yeah.
did you play?
Soccer.
Soccer. You know that feeling, bro, when you're walking out of the tunnel and you're getting to the field. And
Energy is high.
You start stepping in, and as you're stepping onto the field, the crowd gets louder, the lights get brighter, you know, and then like that cold air hits you, right? And then like your heart, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm talking about? That's how it feels.
how it feels.
And then the second is like it's go time. It's like at least me, I zone out. And like it's almost like I lose control.
Nah,
right?
in my head I'm like, don't mess up.
Yeah, so that's where you mess up, bro.
Right. I try to keep a level head whenever I do that, but I do experience that like that high energy, that impulse and stuff. But
And-
when I'm out there, I'm like, and this is something I probably got to work on because I do get self-conscious.
Gotcha,
I'm a
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
guy. I'm heavier set. So like every time I jump, I feel like I'm jiggling. I'm like, ooh.
Hey, that's what I come for, though. That's what I come to your concerts for, bro.
Stop it. Stop it.
To see my papa jiggle, bro.
Chill out. You're going to make me blush, bro.
What's that song?
I think
Nah, wiggle.
jiggle. I think part of it too is like I used to play sports, right? And I used to play football, but freshman year, like going
Kicker?
into my freshman,
Kicker.
Nah, bro. Why? Because I'm Hispanic, racist. I was inside linebacker, but like going into freshman year of high school, I got injured, and so I never got to play like an actual like high school game. But like I remember what it would feel like, you know, like on the bus right to the field, right? Like, you know, and then even in band, like I went to a school that like our band was very competitive, you know, and so it's like there was a lot of like, there was a lot of different aspects of my life had a very competitive nature to it, and like competing, like that's what I miss. You know, I miss competing, like. You know, like training for something just to have that moment of like, wow, like I spent the past 6 months like practicing for this and now it's paying off. Yeah. And the few times I've gotten to perform, like it gives me that same feeling, you know,
Euphoria.
Yeah. And maybe, I don't know, like this is something I'm still working through like on myself. Cause like when I'm like thinking about it, like it feels selfish, right? Cause like if I'm supposed to be doing this for the glory of God, like, is it okay that I'm feeling this satisfaction? Is it okay that I'm feeling like, oh, like I like doing this, you know? And it's like, is part of me doing this selfishly?
Because you're looking at it from the fact that you're getting pleasure out of it.
Right.
And I don't think if you're getting pleasure from it, I don't think it's a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Worship has the same effect.
Yeah.
There's times whenever you just let go when you worship and you have no idea what's going on. You have no idea of your surroundings. And it's just you and God, or you and the people around you and God. And I feel like when that happens, whenever you let go and you just do what God intended for you to do, a fish doesn't think about how it's swimming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
An ant doesn't think about how they're building their ant hill. They just do it. It's their natural thing to do. A bird doesn't think about how it's flying. It's what they're going to do. And when we're up there, we don't think about how we're performing because that's what we were made to do. You know, it's what God put us on this earth to do, to be that.
Fair.
Yeah. Quotables. But on that note, I feel like my went blank. My mind went blank. I'm sorry, y'all. I had this whole thing that I wanted to say. But to be honest with you, Hizzy, I see a really bright future, man.
No, thank you, bro.
I see a bright future. I
And-
see. Oh, go ahead.
No, the reason why I asked the question was I just wanted you to struggle. That's why.
You're hurt. You hurt me. You hurt me.
The reason why I asked because whenever I saw you perform, like I've seen the videos that you showed me, and you're always smiling, and I'm like, bro, that's cool. And then I see the difference of how you perform, how Jova performs, how Noe,
mad, bro.
no, how Noe performs, and like Jova doesn't. Like he gives it his all. Yeah, I'm not saying you don't,
Wow.
But like the way y'all perform, it has like tiene sus cualidades.
Yeah.
And I remember Noe, the first thing he said when he performed, he's like, y'all better be hype as how y'all were with Jova. I couldn't stop laughing.
So let's talk about that, because I feel kind of bad for Noe.
Why?
Because like whenever we were done, he came up to me, he's like, man, I feel like I tanked. I'm so sorry, and this and that. And he didn't tank. And if you're listening to his Noe, I don't think you tanked.
He did
a really
amazing.
good job. You did an amazing job, man.
We were just missing his long hair.
Should have brought a wig for him, man.
Yeah.
Right. That's it, man. You just cut your hair like Samson, bro. But the reality is, man, like I just, everybody did really good that day. Everybody did really good that day. I was super happy that you showed up. I know you said that you weren't going to be able to because you had some other stuff, but just seeing you, I don't know if you noticed, but seeing you it did brighten my day. It made me smile a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But the reason as to why we had that event is because we were around friends and family, people that we love, people that we've seen grow.
Yeah. And my bad, I don't mean to cut you off, but before I forget, like, I think one of the coolest parts to me of that day was the fact that Nick was, here with us, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know, like, I run a thing called THECURB. We do a monthly competition, do a live stream, listen to music, and then the winner of it, we give them a free music video.
And we'll put a link to the THECURB.
Yeah. Nick was the episode 2 winner. Yeah. And he flew out from California. And the weekend he flew out happened to be the weekend that, that was happening. And he came out. And, like, one, the fact that, like, everybody just immediately brought him in, right? But two, it's like he felt it. Like, he felt the love that we have with each other, the brotherhood. And, like, he, to the point that he was like, man, like, I wish I had that at home,
Tell him to move here.
Bro, I've been trying to get him to move. I love Nick so much.
But it's Cali, bro. It's Cali, though.
Shut up, bro.
What are you doing?
It's Cali.
But yeah, like the fact that like somebody that's so distant doesn't know any, like he didn't meet me till that weekend, and like step in, and from the split second that he meets everybody, he's like, oh, like you guys are brothers. Like this is what true brotherhood looks like.
But that has nothing to do with us. That's you guys. That's the group that you and Noe and Edgar and all of you guys have.
No, but that's us. Like you're a part of that
now,
too.
Now I am. But what I'm saying is like I felt that too when we first had that. When we first had that podcast with everybody, we felt that immediately. Like we got in the car and we were like, did we just make new friends? Like, I promise you that's the way.
I still remember that pasta.
That pasta
was crazy, bro. Yeah, that was fire. Man.
Shout out to Juan,
crazy, bro.
bro.
I'm telling you.
The realtor, Juan, the realtor.
Yeah, that boy was trying to sell us a house that whole night, man.
He was trying to sell us a house. He's like, hey, by the way, if you guys want to get a place.
He's like, we know, bro. We heard you.
Get it, dog.
Give me some of that pasta, though.
That pasta was amazing.
But,
he's engaged now.
Is he really?
He is engaged.
Lucky.
But just the fact that
Whoever
you
the wife is,
guys just opened your arms to us and you guys let us in.
Yeah.
That's, I'm going to be honest with you. This Albert is the only person that knows this. Before I met Albert, before I met you guys, I didn't communicate. I didn't have friends. I didn't talk to people. It's gonna sound super sad. I know I'm getting a little bit on it. I'm getting on a darker side. No. No. But I just didn't talk to people.
Yeah.
And most of it was because most of the people that I talked to would
backstab
that I would be like that I would trust would take that trust and then take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I ended up backstabbed a whole lot of times from people that I thought I could trust.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna call them out.
Names right now, bro.
It's no
address.
point.
I know their names.
I moved past it.
I know their names.
I know you know the names. So being in a place where like everybody just opens their arms and lets us be us and hypes us up and lets us hype them up and we all grow together, you guys changed something in me. I don't know what to say.
Man, it's like that.
It's like that, man. You guys, I'm telling you, like, whenever I tell you guys, like, I love you, I'm not just saying that.
Yeah. And funny you say that. Like, with my brothers, like, it's so easy to be like, I bro, love you, bye, right? But it's like, to somebody that isn't used to that, like, bro, like, what's...
I tell him this all the time, and he's like, stop it.
Yeah, and...
I'm not used to it, that's why.
It happened when I was on the phone with Noe, and I was at lunch with one of my coworkers, and like when I hung up, I was like, "Yeah, I love you, bro." And like I could see part of him was like,
pause.
Yeah, he was like, and he was like, "Who was that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just my friend Noe, right?" And he kind of like left there, but like I have other people who are like, "Are you telling another man you love him?"
It's
right?
not like that though. That's
It's
the
not.
thing.
It's like there is. It takes true brotherhood to like understand, right?
Yeah.
But like the fact that we feel comfortable enough with the relationship that we have to like be like, yeah, bro, like genuinely, like I love you, right? It's
Yeah.
like I'm true, and like I think the reason like that
you
dissociation
don't
happens.
get it, Albert. I am in love with you.
Okay, yeah, yo, chill out.
Chill out, chill out.
I think like in a worldly sense, like it's weird because we like people see love as like a sexual thing, right? Like
Or as
an attraction. Like
Right.
like I love you means I want to be with you. I want to like spend my life, you know. But like the thing is, there's a huge difference between loving someone and liking someone, right? Like whether you like someone or not, like that happens naturally, right? Like I like you guys because you guys are dope people, right? But me loving you 100%, that's a choice, right? I'm making the choice to love you, right? I can love somebody I don't like.
That's right.
You know, and when you look at it from that perspective, like that's what we're called to do, right? Is just to love on people. And I don't know where I was going with this, bro, but like it's like for me, it's dope that like you know you guys all see it the same way, right? Like I can tell you, like, hey, Jova, I love you. I genuinely love you, bro. Like you know, I have love for you, like, and you're not gonna be like, hey, bro, that's weird. Like, yo, chill out.
That's gay, chill out. Yeah,
because like we know what it means. It's like I'm choosing to be by your side and do everything with your best intent in my heart until the day we die.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's what we're choosing.
And it's you learning to be intentional with your words.
Yeah.
So
your
why
actions.
why do you think men have problems saying that? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't love him as a brother, or I don't love you.
You love me.
But the thing is, like for example, my young adult pastor, he would always tell me, "Love you, bro. Love you, bro." And he knows it'll make me not uncomfortable, but I wouldn't know how to react.
Yeah,
so he was like, "I'm gonna tell you until you're comfortable and until you're ready to say it." Mm-hmm. But I'm like, it's not that I don't love him. It's just
it feels weird.
Yeah,
and I think that comes back to that social stigma behind that word. It seems very like, man, that's like, I love this guy. Like that's kind of it's kind of gay.
I don't
right?
see it like that though.
Then what's uncomfortable to you? Just saying it?
I think it's the fact that, for example, when I tell someone I love them, I have to be for sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be like, oh, I love you, and then they take that and they use it and then just throw it away.
And that's exactly what I was about to touch on. Because I feel like me expressing my love to you is me being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Right? Is me allowing you to have a place in my life to hurt me.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I don't open myself up to loving somebody, they can't hurt me. Right? And I'm protecting that. But the second I'm like, Jova, I love you.
Yeah.
It's like I'm opening myself up and I'm giving you the power to hurt me, but I have the trust that you won't.
Right.
Right. And that's what our brotherhood is.
Right.
Like you have full 100% power to hurt me because you know stuff about me that the regular person doesn't know. Right.
Like whenever. No.
Hey, yo. But with that comes like the brotherhood that we have. There's trust that you're not going to use that against me. Right.
That's right.
You might. You know, it's like we never know. Right. Like I hope it never happens. Right. But if I'm truly opening myself up to loving you, I'm giving you that power. That's what it requires.
And even further than that, because it's what you said, I hope it never happens, but let's be honest. There's going to be a point in everybody's relationship where something like that is going to happen. You're opening the door for that. Even if it were to happen, I am mature enough in our relationship to know whether this is going to be okay or not. And that's a part of being vulnerable. It's not the fact that you're letting people in, it's the fact that you're letting people in, giving them the trust to hurt you or not to not hurt you. But if they do, you are still there for them.
Yeah.
I think I talked to someone, I don't know if it was with you, because I'm gonna just say this man keeps pushing me, bro. We need to get you cuffed like every day,
Cuff, bro.
and I'm like, I'm not ready. Yeah. And I don't know who
You're never gonna be ready, bro.
And they told me you had to, like, to love someone to be ready, you had to expect them to hurt you.
That was Naomi.
Yeah, it was your wife.
I told you that, yeah.
And I'm like,
I told her that, so technically,
I'm like, I don't want to though. Like, I don't want to get hurt again the way that I was hurt.
For sure.
So I don't know. That's why.
But then you can't live your life. You're gonna
fine
be
with that.
No, you're just gonna be your life. Your whole life, you're just gonna be alone. And the Bible says, it's not good for a man to be alone.
I think it's not a wrong mentality to have, right? Because you have this, like, you know, like you have this guard up, right? Mm-hmm. For lack of better terms, like you have your guard up. And like, it's true, right? We shouldn't want to be hurt. But I feel like whenever you meet the right person, it's like, this is worth the risk. You know? And like, it might suck to think.
Not worth the risk.
That like,
I'm not the right person, bro.
Right? Like, I'm going to give this person my all. I know what's happened in the past. But like, the vulnerability, right? You choosing the same thing. Like, you choosing to love them is you giving them that power to hurt you the same way you've been hurt before.
Yeah.
But trusting that they're not going to do it. Right? But knowing for sure, like, it's a possibility. You know, it's like nobody's perfect. We can be dead set on like, this is the perfect person for me. And then they end up doing the same thing that we've been done before. Right. But I think like, yeah, like there will come a time that we'll meet because I'm like in the same boat. You know, like I've been hurt. I maybe in different extent of like
get both
thing, right?
of
But like,
tough. That's right.
Divorce gang.
Yeah, I'm not there, right? But like, I was in a really
so we're
bad,
not there yet.
Yeah, I was in a really bad, like really toxic relationship, right? And like, I don't want to go through that ever again.
Yeah.
But like, I'm hoping that, you know, like I'm able to see my friends that are married and I see how deeply in love they are with their wife, that like, I see it as a reality. It's like, okay, like they met the person that the risk was worth it. And like, that's all I can hope for myself is like, eventually I'll meet the person that I'm like, okay, like I'm aware that they can do the exact same thing that was done to me in the past. But I love this person so much that I'm willing to take that risk.
Yeah. And I mess around with you about, you know, getting you cuffed and that type of stuff. But, you know, in the end, you make that decision yourself. I can't make you make that decision. You know, I can introduce you to all the girls you want to meet, brother. I got no problem with that. I know he's scared to talk to girls, bro.
It's not that.
You're scared of talking to girls, bro. You are. But I get that. It's cool. I will be your wingman. You just let me know she's the one, and then we'll work at it, bro. I'll be.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, I got you there. I'll be the hitch to your. What is it, James? What's this guy? The big guy.
Albert.
Stop.
His name is Albert, no?
In the movie?
Yeah.
Hitch?
Yeah, I think.
Let's see, there you go.
Let me see. No. You got your phone. I don't have my phone.
I'm not gonna look that up. I'll look it up later.
I want to look it up now. I'm curious.
But you know, I do agree with that. You have to be able to open up and let people in, and whether that's in a relationship or in what we have in the brotherhood that we have. Like I said, I would have never told another man, I love you, you know? Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I met you guys and I learned that I have to be intentional about the way that I say things.
Yeah, Albert.
Yeah. Oh no. Until I learned that I have to be intentional about the way I say things and the things that I say and the things that I do. I feel like that's whenever the change started to happen. Yeah. Like, I don't get jealous anymore about my friends succeeding. I see you going to, what is it, summer?
Gifted summer.
Gifted summer. I see you I'm being honest. I'm being honest here. The me 5 years ago would have seen you go to Gifted Summers. We're still cool. We're still friends.
Yeah. And
I would have been like, man, it should have been me.
Yeah, hater mentality.
Yeah, it should have been me, man. Why can't it be me? Why can't it be this? I see you, or not you, but Cortez and Noe jumping up on Seattle Fest with 350 and doing this and that, singing Billy Graham. And the me 5 years ago would have been like,
should have been me.
That's whack, bro. It should have been me. It should have been me. And now, after that change, I see you going to Gifted Summer. I see Noe and Cortez up there with 350. I see the music that you're making. I see, I see Edgar and how he's succeeding. I see everybody. I see Albert and I see how he's moving up and how he's, doing all that type of stuff. And there's nothing but like joy.
Yeah.
It's not even happiness. It's joy.
That didn't seem like
I'm excited to see you guys grow. I'm excited to see you guys.
That's a lie. It did not seem like that on Monday.
What happened Monday?
This man went off on me. He's like, be considerate, bro. Some people don't got light.
That's different, bro.
Yeah.
That's different.
I used to like fall into that same mentality because it's so easy. It's so easy to be selfish about it.
Yeah, I agree.
But like when what changed was like my perspective on it, obviously, right? But like how I see it now is like it's not just me. Like we're a team, you know, like you, Noe, like you know, like Cortez, like we're all a team, right? So if Noe gets an opportunity, that's a win for me, right? Because like we're a unit. Right. You know, outside of like obviously like on a base level, like that's my brother, and yeah, I want the best for him. And you know, I was like, and that's what it was from the very, very beginning. Like I don't know if I told you how Noe and I got linked up. Like, so at the time I was kind of like cementing myself in the Houston scene as a videographer, right? So I was working with Sauce Walker.
Yes.
So Sauce Walker, like the whole TSF like crew, that's what I was working with, right? And then I was directly working with Rizzo, and like all his like crew, and so, and like we were cool. I was cool with all of them. I was shooting videos like every week. Like everything was like this is what I've been working for. Right. Then we got a crazy opportunity, and to keep long story short, like I had an opportunity to get signed to Logic's label as a videographer with an artist that I was directly working with, and we were, building him up. Around that time, like I felt God like strongly being like, yo, like, all right, like you had your time here. Now it's time to like step back. And it was like at a point where I'm talking like a check was on the table that would have completely changed my life. Right. And it was like, man, like God, like you put me in this place. We got to what's, in my mind's the finish line.
We got to the goal. And the second before I'm taking a step over the finish line, you're telling me to take a step back. He moves the goalpost.
Yeah, and it's like, like, why, bro? And I was honest. I was like, God, like, if this isn't for me, you're going to have to change my heart. Yeah. Because, like, right now, this is what I spent 2 years working for. Yeah. This is what I've been, like, spending all my money on, spending all my time on, was working towards this. Now it's here, and you're telling me no? It's like, if this isn't for me, you have to change my heart. And within like a week, bro, it was the last thing I wanted, because I started thinking, because we were going to go on a world tour, and I started thinking about like what being on that tour bus was going to be like, and at first it's like, yo, it's great. We get to tour the world, get paid for it. Like, go to like the biggest concerts in each city. Like it's going to be great. But the more I thought about it, it was like, I'm going to be stuck in a bus with a whole bunch of musty guys, bro. Like I'm not going to have the big bed, that's Logic, right? Like I'm not gonna, like I'm gonna have the smallest bunk if I'm lucky. It's like I'm still gonna have bills back home. Like, is that gonna get covered, right? Like I'm not gonna see my family for 8 months. Like it's all these stuff started like, and it made me want it less and less and less, to the point that I was like, all right, like this is God changing my heart. And then I was able to walk away from it. And then I was like, all right, God, like you told me to step away from this. Like, this was my life, right? Like, I still want to do this. I want to do it for you. You're going to have to bring somebody into my life that I can do this with. And it was like, I was praying, like, God, give me this, but it was like an expectation that I had from God. It's like, all right, God, like, I know you have this for me. Like, give it to me, right? And I was just scrolling on Instagram one day, because, like, dude, I was trying to find, like, Christian artists in Houston. I could not find anybody. And then randomly, like, a video of somebody doing the Jackson Pollock open verse from Andy Mineo. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. I think that was what it was, Jackson Pollock, right? And I was like, oh, this guy's pretty good. Like, let me see where, like, let me go to his page. And like I saw a few things that I was like, oh shoot, like I think he's from Houston. So I hit him up and was like, hey bro, love what you're doing. Like, let's work, And it was Noe. And at the time, this is no lie, bro. He had less than 20 monthly listeners. Had like 3 songs out.
He's like me.
Yeah, he had less than 20 monthly listeners, right? I hit him up. I was like, hey, bro, love what you're doing. Like, I want to do this with people like you. Let's work. I'm in Houston. He was like, bro, like, I'm so down, but like, I don't have budget for it. Like, I can't afford it, And I was like, man, like, I'm not asking you for money. Like, I'm doing this. I'm on the same goal as you. Right. So it's like, let's help each other. Let's build each other up, and like, let's do this thing together. Like, I want to invest into you, and then by extension, you're going to invest into me. And he was like, all right, yeah, like, I'm not going to say no to a free video. And so we shot the first music video for him. And like, I met him in person the day we shot the video. And then a week later, I was in a car with this stranger, on our way to the Valley. And that's where I met 350 and 83,
That's cool.
And now looking back, it's like, man, like, God gave me exactly what I asked, right? And because of my relationship with Noe is why, like, now I'm in tapped in with the people that I'm tapped into. Like I would have never met 350. I would have never met 83. I would have never met Swayze. Like, and bro, my bad. Even going back a little bit further, I remember one day, like when I was in this state of mind, like I need to find like people that are doing like great things in the CHH space without being like corny, and one of my friends, his name's Caleb, bro, call him Cap, shout out Cap. We sat in my room at the time, and he was like, he grew up listening to nothing but CHH. So he was putting me on. He showed me Swayze. He showed me 350. He showed me like all these people, and I DM'd every one of them. Like, hey, bro, let's work. Hey, bro, let's work. Hey, bro, let's work. And like, didn't get a single I think I got one reply from Zay Hill. Okay. But it was like very like surface level. Like I think I ended up getting a feature from him. Never even used it. But I was reaching out to like try to do music videos, right? And then it was almost ironic because through Noe's relationship and his friendship, I started meeting everybody that I sent a DM to one by one. So like the first time I met Mike 350, he was like, hey bro, what's your Instagram? And he pulls up my Instagram and sees the DM I sent like a year ago. He's like, ugh. And I was like, it's weird now, right?
You made that
like,
weird.
Yeah, but like it's cool, because it's like, bro, God's faithful. It's like every single person that I DM'd that day, I've met and I've worked with. Like one of them was Swayze, and I think like when I saw Swayze, I was like, man, this guy seems like he seems like a great friend. Yeah. DM'd him, same thing, like didn't come out on anything, and like now Swayze's like one of my like closest friends in this industry. Like it's like he comes here and it's like out the gate, like we're brothers, right? Like
that's awesome.
And yeah, so it's like, man, like. I might not have like this $200,000 check anymore, right? Because I said no to it, but I have all these friendships that are worth way, way more than like anything that.
It's a different kind of wealth.
Yeah, and like, man, like God's just so good and faithful, bro. Because I could have never had that planned out for myself, and like to think that it all came out of one DM that I sent to some random guy, right? And like he had under 20 monthly listeners. Now he has a song with almost 1 million streams, right? He 20,000 monthly listeners, right? And like I've been able to be a part of that from the beginning. Like I was a part of that journey, it was like being able to do all his music videos. And I know like for Noe, a lot of the times it seems like he's asking more from me than like I ask of him. But like I tell him time and time again, it's like, yo, like this music video, me doing it to your music, like it works just as much for you and your music as it does for me and my videos. Like I need to have like a portfolio, right? And like outside of that, like I just enjoy doing it, man. Like I love doing what I do. Especially now that like I'm not reliant financially on the music videos that I'm doing. Because if that was the case, bro, like I'd be out on the street. Like, like being a videographer in like the space that like we're in, dude, it'd be in Houston at least, like it'd be so tough to make a living off of it. Yeah. And that was the thing, like I was so tired of doing the same music video with TSF and, Sauce and Rizzo that it's like, it was always the same thing. It was girls, drugs, alcohol, cars. Guns, and it's like, bro, like, this is it? Like, is this really all like there is? Like, I'm working with, some of the top people in the space in Houston. Yeah. And like, sucks, man. Like, I'm here risking my life for a couple $100 a video. Like, it's not worth it. Like, this isn't what it should look like. But yeah, man, like that relationship with Noe, like started out the gate just off of a random DM, and that was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah. I wouldn't know, but
how did we get in contact with him?
I was invited to go open up a concert for Tommy Royale. Noe was there, Not Clyde was there, Hizzy was there, and then Tommy was there. And that's where we met.
Yeah, but how did we...
Oh, it was here too, right?
Yeah,
it was here, but I'm trying to figure out how did we like get invited to do the podcast?
So we stayed in contact a little bit.
Well, you guys first tapped in with Noe.
No, we tapped in with both of y'all. I tapped in with both of y'all at the concert. And I invited y'all to the worship night.
Yeah, but I think you got close with Noe first.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
And then through that...
Well, like, Edgar, then Noe.
Yeah.
Because Noe was... Oh, because we went to do the podcast. We didn't
know Edgar until we went to the podcast.
That's right, but we weren't talking to Edgar, to Noe until that day. We went to
How did this happen?
That's what I'm trying to figure. Anyways,
that's how you know it's from God, bro.
Like we went there.
Remember?
And I even told Joe when we left, I'm like, bro, no, he didn't even talk. He was just like with his mask. Yo, that's it. That's it. He put his ski mask and then doing the sound effects. And Edgar was the one talking the most, and you. So we were like, okay, like maybe we'll get another one. It was just Noe because we wanted. But then I'm Edgar and us got way like closer, and then with you and then Noe. Yeah, I don't know how we started talking though.
And now we're all boys.
Now we're here.
And then we're going
Recording a podcast.
Recording a podcast.
going to Disney next year again.
Going to Disney.
I thought it was Universal.
Universal.
Yeah.
New World of
I'm down.
Universal.
So we could ride the Harry Potter rides.
Bro, I'll go right now.
Sure
bro.
about that,
Stop
Dad?
playing, bro.
Yes,
Huh?
I said I'll go right now, bro.
Chill
Stop
out.
playing, bro.
I wouldn't.
Oh, my bad.
We'll talk. We'll
talk
tell you-
later.
We'll tell you after.
I think you guys already told me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did tell you.
Plucker.
We did tell you. Never mind. We did tell you. You're right.
My bad for bringing it up, bro.
It's okay, Albert. It's okay. We're gonna.
At least I got power last week. I don't know about you.
Wow. Here I am.
That's a low blow, man. That's a low blow, dude.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
So
Praying for everyone that lost power. Hopefully by this time this is released,
how are we on time?
we should.
We got a little bit of time left. So
we should.
Easy.
Yeah.
I usually ask this to most of all of the artists that come in here and kind of talk about it. What are your plans for the future?
Man. So recently I've been taking a step back from like a lot of the creative stuff I've been doing just because like there's a lot I need to focus on like personal life wise, like, you know, like just financially, you know, make sure like my bad. Damn. Okay. So plans, right? Yeah. So, you know, I do a lot of stuff in the creative world. With music videos, I was talking to Noe about this. Like, I've decided that like I don't want to charge for music videos. I just want to work with people that I rock with. And as long as the song's fire, like let's do it, right? Any money that would come my way, like let's use it on a budget. Let's make sure that the video is the best it can possibly be. Because like those are the ones I enjoy doing, right? Like I don't want to do videos just because somebody paid me to do it, right? So I've been taking a step back from that. There's also like I have a lot of outstanding projects through my marketing agency that like I need to wrap those up before I take on anything else. So that's on that end. Music, like, you know, I'm still trying to find my sound, but I've realized that like there's a lot more value in putting something out and getting that real-time feedback than just assuming what I think people would think of it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why, you know, been putting a lot of stuff out. Outside of all that stuff, I have a marketing agency and I work as a contractor for another marketing agency. So trying to grow all that stuff, you know, get it all to a point where I can take a step back from it all and it's still running itself.
Passive income.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, that's been why I've been so busy, has been a lot of that. There's a lot of open contracts that we're trying to close that if we close them, like, you know, it's cool. And a lot of them are very like one time a month payments, you know, and like it covers everything for the month. And I only do like a video or two for them a month, you know? So like those kind of retainer packages, that's what we've been, you know, so if you need marketing for anything, branding for anything, video, photography, let me know. Let's work. We'll give you a great deal if you say you came from JOVA.
There you go.
The Misfits.
In Albert.
Misfits.
The church
The
misfits. There you go.
yeah. And then outside of that, the main thing I'm focused on right now is real estate. I know you guys kind of know I'm in the real estate space, and not as a real estate agent, but as an investor. So, you know, we find properties that might need some work. We go in, fix them up, and then obviously like resell them or keep them as an equity play long term. So right now I'm really trying to nail down on that, and because that's the newer thing, right? So it's not as systemized for me as the marketing stuff is. I feel like marketing, I have a pretty good grasp on how to what I need to do to scale it. The real estate stuff, I'm still trying to figure it out. Like it's been cool in the short term, and you know it's been like God's been blessing me through it, and I'm learning a lot. Which like that's the thing I enjoy doing the most is just learning new things, and you know. But for the real estate thing, I'm really trying to figure out a system, implement it, and then same thing, be able to step away from that in the long term and have it just consistently producing. So those are my main focuses right now is real estate and marketing, just because like I don't want to be in a place ever again where I have the mentality of like, oh, like if I don't shoot 4 videos this month, like I'm not gonna be able to pay my rent, you know, and like, cause that's where I've been, where I was like 2 years ago.
Starving artist mentality.
Yeah, and like it's not fun. It's not fun. Like
it's not. Yeah.
I can't. At least like some people might like thrive under that, but like for me, like I find it really, really hard to produce something that I'm creatively happy with when I have the pressure of I need this to survive.
Yeah,
you know. And I feel like it's been a disservice to myself not taking care of like my finance. Like that's biblical. It's like we need to take care of our finances, right? And like I'm
just
not
at me,
able,
bro.
Yeah, I'm adding myself, man. And that's something that like has always been something I've struggled with up until like maybe like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. And it was like anytime I had money, bro, it was burning a hole in my pocket. And I would find something to spend it on, right? And it was always like a justified expense. Like, oh, well, like if I have this, I can do this, and this with it.
Sort of
and
like
then,
how one time I
it.
bought all of the consoles at once, and like I only used the PS5.
Yeah, see, that's crazy, man.
I ended up selling all of it, bro.
Yeah, I haven't had a gaming console probably for like 2 years now.
Yeah, I know. No, he told me.
Yeah.
We need to get you one.
No, I won't use it. Bro, the whole time I was at my apartment, I don't know if you noticed every time I went, I didn't have a TV.
You didn't have a TV.
Never had a TV.
I don't watch TV either.
You were actually watching a movie on the computer.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, but no TV.
Because I don't watch TV.
Yeah,
And it was like I would only put on movies when like people were over.
That's cool.
But yeah, like I don't play games. Huh?
What's that look?
Yeah, what's that look, bro? Okay, my bad.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I feel like God really like cemented that like a year and a half ago. It's like, man, like screw all the creative stuff. Like, yeah, that's for you. That's your calling, but you won't be able to do your best work within that if you're consistently worried about finances.
Yeah.
You know? And it's definitely been a hard transition, like getting out of that mentality and being like, like I do need to save. You know, I do need to invest my money well. I do need to, budget. Like it's all stuff like I wasn't taught that growing up. Like my dad was really good with his finances, but it was never taught to me how to do it.
Yeah,
bro, same. My dad's amazing with his money.
But I think it's like
my grandpa's like that.
My dad was great with his finances, but I would still always see him get anything he wanted. Right? He was able to do it because he took care of his finances. But I saw that growing up, and it's like the way I saw it was like, oh, he buys whatever he wants.
He gets the money and he uses it for whatever he wants. As a child, you don't see him pay bills. You don't see him do any of that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Nah, like with my dad, like he would say, like, do I need it, or is it gonna get money? Is it gonna pay it back?
Yeah.
Like for example, I got a truck, and he was like, never get a car. I was like, why? Because a truck, if my truck messes up, we could pull our trailer with your truck. So it'll pay it itself. I was like, okay,
after I just got a car,
I'll get
It's
it.
a good investment.
Yeah. So he got a truck too. I'm like, why did you get a brand new truck? It's like, I wanted to. I was like, oh, must be nice. And then one day, he was like, hey, come with me. I was like, why? We're going to the dealership. I'm like, why? Me thinking he's gonna return the truck, or he's like, I'm tired of the payments. I'm like, oh, is he gonna return it? No, I'm gonna just pay it off. I was like, excuse me. I was like, how you gonna pay it off? Like, how much you owe? He's like, I don't like the payments. I'm like, this man's probably a millionaire. Doesn't tell me.
That's how I feel about my dad too, bro. Like he, I don't remember what he did, like something in his backyard, like a patio or something, a porch, and he was like, I was asking him like, oh, like how much did it cost? He was like, oh, it was like 28 grand or something like that, right? And I was like, yo, like when you pull out that much money from the bank, like do you have to like let them know or whatever? And he was like, I didn't go to the bank. Like I had it in cash here.
Jeez.
It's like, hey, yo, bro, like what,
bro?
Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. And I'm over here struggling.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Like you said, like, but I think that's in the Hispanic though, in the community, like, and then it's sad to say, not everyone, but they live check to check.
I do.
Yeah.
And that's because the Caucasian people, like,
Well, yeah, there's no financial literacy.
yeah.
And that's really like, if we're trying to get more in depth, like that's what I've been learning the past like 2 years is financial literacy. It's like the shift happened. It's like, I used to have a mentality of like, oh, well, like I don't have the money where like, it'll matter if I am financially literate or not. Right. Like if I can learn everything about finances, but if I'm broke, like I'm broke, like I can't change that. Right. But then it was like, but like I can learn it. And that way, whenever I do get like a little bit, I know what to do with it. instead of like resorting back to like my nature where it's like, like I have an extra like $1,000, like, you know, I could go buy this, this, and this, right? It's like, no, like I have an extra $1,000, like I could put it here, here, and here, and then it's gonna compound over time and blah blah blah, right? So like that's what I've been trying to do is like, and this isn't just like financially, but like this is in everything. It's like I'm trying to learn for where I'll be in a year. Yeah. So that whenever I do step into that season of life, I already know how to execute. I already know what to do, you know? And obviously it's a lot easier in finances, right? Like we don't have to have $1 million to know what we would do if we had $1 million.
Right.
Right. And then whenever, you know, that time comes, it's like, this is what I practice for. Like, this is what I learned for, is now I know the best way to allocate these funds, like the best thing to do with this money.
I need to learn how to.
You gonna need a couple classes from Easy, bro.
True, bro.
Get us out of debt.
I'll give you a few books.
You know how where I invest my money, and that Affirm has a little. They told me it's the worst place to invest because if they crash, I lost my money. But I'm like, hey man, it has 4%.
Nah, bro, go to Capital One and you get 5.2%.
Yeah. Hey yo, I didn't know that.
I think they start you off at 3.5% on their Performance 360 account, but.
Shout out to Affirm.
Hey, don't terrible advice, bro. Don't.
We're gonna create a new segment. We're gonna create
payments.
A new segment.
Shout out to Affirm.
No, Afterpay, Affirm, none of that, bro. Don't use none of that, man.
Brother.
Oh man, you're talking to the #1 user.
Nah, you want a good book, bro, about finances? Rich Dad Poor Dad. I know it's like super cliche, but it's a great read.
Oh no, it's just I use Affirm because I hate spending.
No, it's not even about Affirm. I'm just saying like finances because it's a great book.
What's the name of it?
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Rich Dad Poor Dad. Mm-hmm. Rich Dad Poor Dad.
We're gonna have a new segment where it's just Hizzy talking finances for about 45 minutes.
Hey, let's run it up, man.
Okay, bro, it's not a bad idea.
That would be actually a good idea to go to church to teach the young people.
Gordon Ramsay, bro.
No, that'd be good. Like,
nah, I'm not there yet, bro. I'm not there yet.
Charge each. No.
Yeah, charge them. I'm down.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? On second thought, I am there. Nah, Hizzy, it's been a pleasure to have you here, man. You know you're always welcome here at the.
Oh man, appreciate it, bro. I love you guys,
man. Before we go, just wanted to, just one of the things that we do. I think we did it last time we had the podcast together. Your worship song of the day. Or the week, or what you've been listening to.
Man,
he's like,
ooh,
nothing. I'm just kidding. Man, I think one of my go-tos right now, and like this song always has its seasons. Like I've been listening to it probably since it came out, but like I'll have it on repeat, and then I kind of like forget about it, and then it like I said, in season it comes back.
Space City.
But it's "Breakthrough" by Red Rocks Worship.
Oh, that song. Hands down.
Heard it.
Like Kanye West picture like that.
If you ever going through anything, like that's that's the song, man. That is Red Rocks Worship Breakthrough.
Oh man, I love that.
Yeah. Dude, the live version.
Okay.
I don't even know if they have a regular version.
It says it's a white one with says Spark. I know exactly.
Yeah, baby. You know.
What about you?
Bro, that song, if you're going through something, bro, that song will have you weeping, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, dude.
That's what I'm gonna listen to on the way home.
Yeah.
I have two songs. And it's one of the songs, bro, it's just unreleased. That's all I'm gonna say. You know which one.
Just say it, bro.
I don't know the name of it.
How do you not know the name of it?
I don't know the name of it.
Which one is it? The Rock?
No, the other one.
The
one by yourself.
That's The Rock. De Pie?
Okay. De Pie by JOVA.
But that's a different story, though.
It's a really good song. But another one, it's Me Rindo by Layla. It's a good song.
You just like Layla.
No, this is the first time I have one of her songs.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
She bad? No.
She bad?
She bad.
Terrible.
What about you, JOVA?
I've been listening to a lot of Portuguese stuff recently.
Dang. He's different.
Chill out.
Bro, at Disney, we were at the outlets. This guy was like, he started talking to him in Portuguese.
The guy looks at me. He starts talking to me in English. I'm like, yeah, no. He's like, oh, wait, I'm sorry. English or Portuguese? And I'm like, why would you immediately
He
assume?
hit you with the English or Spanish.
Yeah, but it's the other way, bro. It's like
He's like,
it's like Portuguese, and I was like, eu falo um pouco de português.
Hey, yo. What?
And he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, Spanish? Sí. Perfecto.
I was like, bro, that was wild.
But the song
Trying to
is
be like Speed.
The song is Vai Ser Tão Lindo.
Who? That's her name of the.
That's his name of the song. I don't know. I don't know what it's. I don't know who sings it, but it's a really good song. It talks about how it's like it's gonna be really beautiful how when God does what He's gonna do in your life.
I would get annoyed. I wouldn't know what they were saying.
Portuguese is very close to Spanish.
Yeah, but I don't.
Bro,
have
I
time
already
to
don't listen
process
to
the
lyrics
words.
as it is. If it's in a different language, I'm for sure not paying attention.
Yeah, I have to process everything. I'm like, I don't got time for this. It's like we're reading subtitles in movies. I'm like, either I read the subtitles or watch the movie. I can't do both.
If you can't read fast, just say that, bro.
I can't do both. I can't
It's
focus
cool.
on the
If you-
letters and then
if
the
you read
picture.
at a
I feel
third
like my
grade
eyes will
level,
be like,
bro. Just say that, bro. It's cool, man. Just say that.
Hey, y'all the brothers, bro. Chill.
Dude, can I be honest with you?
let's go get your brother.
What you mean?
Brown Izzy.
Chill, bro. Chill. All right, that's a wrap on today's episode.
Oh man,
On that note, it is a wrap. On
it's
today's
a wrap.
episode.
But hey, man, it was a pleasure to have you
Yeah,
here.
it was
I
definitely a
appreciate
pleasure
you
to
guys
have
having
you.
me. It was definitely an honor to be here with you guys.
Oh no, man, honors all ours. If you want to let the people know where they can find you, your music, your socials, all that stuff.
Instagram, it's its.hzy, its.hzy, and then all music platforms is hzy. So just easy.
And follow them at Curb.
Oh yeah, and follow the Curb Live, man.
Follow the Curb Live, man. They're doing great work over there, man. They're discovering new talent.
Who's your co-host?
Austin White.
Austin White.
Austin White.
So they're discovering new talent here in Houston, mostly, right?
No.
Or did you guys branch out to outside of?
I mean, we record in Houston.
Yeah.
Our studio is in Houston, but yeah, no, we work with artists throughout the nation.
There you go. So if you're an artist, you're an aspiring artist, and you want to get a free video?
Yeah, free music video.
Free music video. They
gotta fly out, though.
have your what's it called? Your live sessions
Yeah, we have a live
Curb
session
Live.
once a month.
once a month.
Yeah, so follow us at TheCurb Live on Instagram. Join our Discord through the link in the bio, and we'll stay updated.
Join that Discord, man.
Yeah, we got some
it
big
gets
things
wild.
coming. Man.
It gets wild in that
we
Discord.
we got a lot of stuff coming. That's under wraps right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
yeah. So follow the curb.live.
Yeah.
Follow the curb.live. Follow its.
Oh no, it's just the Curb Live.
Follow the curb
The
live.
website
We'll
is
put it
thecurb.live.
on the description
We're gonna
below.
put it down in the
Yeah.
description below,
Check it out.
and he's gonna put it right here on top of my hand.
No,
Now
I'm
you
not.
gotta-
No, I'm not.
Now you gotta figure out how to do that. I don't know what you're gonna do it, but you
Not
gotta
gonna
figure
do
out how
it.
to do it. It's gonna say right here,
Calm down, Gilya.
the curb live.
No, I'm not doing that.
Either way, again, Hizzy, more than an honor to have you here,
I
man.
appreciate you guys, man.
You know that we love you and we're here for whatever you need. I always say, you can ask me for anything you want, as long as it's not money. But you guys, Albert, you guys can ask me for a little bit of money.
Dang, it's like that.
It's like that, bro. It's like that. It's like
Some
that.
pluckers money.
Hey yo. But yeah, it's been great. Albert, you have anything you say? Church.
Yeah, if you're looking for a church here in the north side of Houston, our services are Tuesdays, Thursdays at 7:30, and Sundays English 9:30 and Spanish 11:30. All at 1300 Westmount, Houston, Texas. But also we are. If you need anything, I know my church is giving out food because of the hurricane. I hope everything went well for y'all. Sorry.
You want me to say it because you kind of had light. Just want
Hey man, I was blessed.
Jesus Christ. He said, I know
Thank
you guys,
God I
he
didn't
said, I know you guys are
empower.
going through a lot, but not
No,
me.
Not me though. He said, call an ambulance, but not for me.
Hey man, it was a struggle.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good, man. Struggled. This man. Honestly, though, we are here to help if you need anything. The church is open. The church has opened its doors for food and for everything like that. Is this supposed to be serious?
No, bro, you're good. Keep going. You're doing good. You're doing good.
So definitely show up, come through. Let us help you. Let us be there for you for the community, as a church. If you are looking for a church over in the Hockley area, you are more than welcome to come through with us. That's going to be over 2064 FM 2920 off of Hockley. That's where you're going to see me leading worship 95% of the time.
With a beautiful bald pastor.
Bald man as my father. And we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you.
Come to church, cool down for a bit.
Definitely cool down for a bit. Guys, we have been the church. This is the most nonchalant exit I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have been the Chrchmsfts podcast. I've been Jova.
Albert.
And it's your boy Heezy.
It's your boy Heezy. Y'all stay blessed. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Just let us know what you liked about the episode today and what you'd like to hear about next episode.
Sounds good.
Chrchmsfts signing out.
Peace.
Peace.